Facing court alone is something that is very daunting for many people who aren't offered legal aid and can't afford a lawyer. But York St John are hoping to help in their new scheme that is a first across all of Yorkshire. Students will be on hand in court to help those people through the process. And Chris Smith, a senior lecturer in law at YSJ, who is facilitating this scheme, explained more about how it will work.
So our students and students from the University of York, the law schools, are taking on the role of community legal companion down at York County Court. So our students will be helping people going through family proceedings who don't have legal representation. We'll be helping them with filling in court forms. We can go with them to hearings, take notes, sort their papers, help them understand what's going on, and we can signpost them as well to other services that may be able to help them, such as help with sort of financing, housing situations. And many of the people we'll be working with will be survivors of domestic abuse as well, and it's about plugging them into services there that can help them in that respect.
He then touched on how the scheme offers great experience for the students and is there to help people caught in between legal aid and paying for a solicitor.
I mean, first of all, there's a huge gulf between those people who are eligible for legal aid because of how perhaps little they earn, and being actually able to afford solicitors' fees. So there's a huge gulf of people in the middle who aren't eligible for legal aid and who cannot afford legal fees, and they're having to go through these procedures on their own. And we're talking about family proceedings here, so inevitably one of the most distressing, traumatic time of a person's life. Then having to go through legal proceedings which they might know nothing about, it's difficult to think of something more daunting, really. So this is just about having, as we say, a legal companion with them, someone there to hold a hand, help them through the paperwork, take the notes, and be aware of who else in the City of York might be able to help them. Well, at York St John we've got a huge social justice agenda, so it means that, you know, in terms of the courses that we put on and the way that we teach, we are looking to get our students active in their local community so that they develop as ethical professionals when they go out into the world of work. But also from a learning perspective, there's no better way to learn than to do, and this is giving students an opportunity to actually go out and put the theory that they've learned into practice.
And one of the students who will be taking part is Lauren, and she gave us her thoughts on the scheme.
I do feel like there's a need for this in York. Obviously, we're the first up this area of the UK where this is going ahead. There is a great gap of people that can't afford legal representation, and I feel like we could make a massive deal here with this. Going in there, obviously, there's going to be a lot of challenges that we face because it's people's personal lives, and it's the idea of, rather than just being thrown in the deep end, obviously when we go and do this job in the future, we're kind of getting a breath of it now, rather than just obviously having to just get thrown straight into it there. It's just kind of the strife of knowing that I can go and help somebody and be able to kind of make a difference. And I know we're not obviously giving any legal advice, but just the simple basis of just being able to help them fill out a form or make sure the bundle's in the right place to make life easier, not just for the client but also for the court in general, the judges, just kind of make the process go as smooth as possible. It helps with a better representation and kind of a better case to go forward to maybe hopefully get the result that they want.
The scheme is set to begin this month and is ready to help many in the community who are facing court alone. And as part of the work, the students will be hoping to point these people in the right direction and also of other services that can help them going forward. Rory Ward, That's TV.